Hello students, good morning. Let's continue our chapter 4 of class 11, that is your animal kingdom. And now I am going to teach you the phylum Echinodermata. So let's understand what is the meaning of Echinodermata and which animals are placed in this phylum. Echinodermata means, the term echino means spiny and derma means skin. So in this phylum, those organisms are placed who have spine, skin, or we can say as spine body. You know about starfish. Starfish is come under this phylum as its body has many spines like this. This is starfish and its body has many spines. It has also a water vascular system, which is the distinct feature of it. We will know later about this. First, let's know about its basic general characters. What are the characters? First, as we know, they are completely marine, means they live in the salty water, either seas or oceans. Then they are free living. They are bilaterally symmetrical, means the common features of every phylum which already have studied. So in this phylum also we are studying about the common features, and they are triploblastic, means 3 germinal layers: ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. Radially symmetrical in case of adult. Here the exception is, in other phylums we saw that some of them show bilaterally symmetrical or radial symmetrical, but here in this case one organism show both type of symmetry. One shows radial symmetry and another phase of life it shows bilateral symmetry. You know about radial and bilaterally, I have already told you. Bilaterally means when we divide from the center, then it gives equal, means left and right, 2 equal halves. One half is left and another half is right. So the adult stage of Echinodermata, species of Echinodermata shows radial symmetry, whereas the larval stage shows bilateral symmetry, and the larval stage is also free swimming stage. So next character is its, as I have told you, it is triploblastic and coelomate animals, means their body has true coelom or true cavity. Their body possesses true cavity. Digestive system is complete, means one opening, their body contain one opening for taking food and one opening which is called anus for releasing the waste material. So we can say that digestive system is complete. Next is presence of water vascular system, which I have discussed here. The water vascular system plays important role in the species of this phylum, means Echinodermata. What happens? When the water enters through these water vascular systems, they retain nutrition. Not only they retain nutrition, but also the water vascular system helps those species for their locomotion as well as respiration. So next, excretory system is absent. Remember, this is the only phylum in which the species have no excretory organs are found. Excretory organs means to release excretory products. Don't get confused, because excretory products are different and waste are different, as you studied in class 10. So here excretory system absent. Remember this line, excretory system is absent. Next, development is indirect. I have told you development may be direct or may be indirect, but in case of this phylum, the species of Echinodermata, they have indirect development with free swimming larva, means their life cycle completed through a larval stage. Means indirect development we can define as when the organism produce its offspring. Their offspring is not exactly like the parent through a larval stage, then it converted into adult, and adult resemble with the parent, not the larva. That's why we can say it as development is indirect. And here some examples are Asterisk, which is your starfish, I have told you. Then your Echinus and Antedon, these are the examples. And Cucumaria, which is also commonly called sea cucumber in English. These are the biological names and you have to remember these names. So Let's move to another phylum, that is Hemichordata. Hemichordata, what do you mean by Hemichordata? Means before Hemichordata it was placed under phylum Chordata, but due to when some species of this phylum found that they are not showing the characters or not resemble some characters with chordates, they are removed to another subphylum, that is Hemichordata. So what are the characteristic features of those animals who are placed in the phylum Hemichordata? So let's understand. As we know, first we know about its basic general characters. Basic general characters are they have organ system level of organization. Organization means they are highly organized body structure. Then they are triploblastic, coelomate animals, and aquatic. Aquatic means live in water bodies, and they are look like small worms. They are look like small worms, and their body is composed of proboscis, collar, and trunk. If we see the example Hemichordata, in which balanoglossus and shakaglossus are present, its body is look like this. It has a head, trunk, and a collar like this. This part is head, this part is collar, and this part is trunk. So body is distinct or divisible as head, collar, and trunk. So next character is it has open circulation. Open circulation means one circulation is closed in which blood vessels are used to carry the blood, and open circulation means the heart pump the blood and the parts nearby the heart get bath in the blood and get the oxygen also. So they have open circulatory system. Gills are present for respiration, means they respire by means of gills, or the respiratory organ is gills. And they are dioecious. Dioecious means sexes are separate, means male and female are different, two different organisms. But you have studied in some phylum, species of some phylum like annelids, some species show monoecious condition, means one organism contains both the sex organs. But here in case of Hemichordata, they are dioecious, means both the sex organs are found separately in male and female. Fertilization is external. Fertilization is external means when fertilization takes place outside the body, means the female releases the egg and the male releases the sperm, and they get fertilized outside the body. That's why we can say it as fertilization is external. With indirect development means as it passes through during its life cycle through larval stage, that's why we can say it as indirect development. And its examples are balanoglossus and shakuglossus, which is very familiar, and you already have heard that balanoglossus is come under Hemichordata. So these are the basic common characters of phylum Hemichordata. Next, move to the phylum Chordata. Chordata means those organisms who have a notochord. Remember, notochord is a solid structure that found in the dorsal side of the organism. So here all the characters, basic features are same as in Hemichordata, means their body organization is organ system level of organization. They are triploblastic, coelomate, and they can live anywhere, means they can live in both terrestrial and aquatic medium. So notochord is present. Notochord is solid structure which I told you. Then dorsal hollow nerve cord. Nerve cord is present in the dorsal side. Many times I have told you this part is your ventral side and this part is your dorsal side. So dorsal side contains hollow nerve cord through which nerves are passes to different parts of the body and collects messages from the brain. Next is, as I have told you, all the organisms, higher organisms, majority of higher organisms are placed in this phylum, not all, don't confuse. So let's see some characters of phylum Chordata and how it is different from the species of phylum non-Chordata. So here we will see the difference between Chordata and non-Chordata. So first character is presence of notochord is the characteristic feature of all chordates. Notochord is present in chordates and notochord is absent in non-chordates. Central nervous system is dorsal, hollow and single. In case of chordata, central nervous system is found in dorsal side of the body. This is hollow, means having space or blank, and single, only one. But in case of non-chordates, ventral, it is ventral, means CNS is in ventral side. It is solid and double. This is the main difference. CNS is dorsal, whereas in case of non-chordates, CNS is ventral. This is hollow, but this is solid. This is single, this is double. These are the basic differences. Next difference is pharynx perforated by gill slits. Means pharynx is covered by gill slits. But here, in case of non-chordates, gill slits are absent. Gill slits are present in layers. You can see in fish, if you cut a fish or dissect a fish, you can see the gills, how they arrange. They are arranged like slits, covers. So next is heart is ventral side. In case of chordates, heart is present in ventral side. As I have told you, we all are chordates. So our heart is in ventral side, means in this side. So in case of non-chordates, heart is in dorsal side if present, because all the non-chordates, it's not necessary that they contain hearts. So if heart is present, then it is not in ventral side, it is in dorsal side. Next is anal tail. Anal tail is the main character of chordates, which is present. But in case of non-chordates, post anal tail is absent, means anal tail is not found. So these are the basic characters of some phylum: Echinodermata, Hemichordata and Chordata. Later we will study about divisions, different subphylums of Chordata.